Hello, my amazing people. I greet you according to your time. If it is your first time and you like what we are doing here, kindly subscribe. Put on your notification bell to all notification. Is very, very important because it will enable you to know when we upload a new video. Here we react to all forms of videos. We educate, we inform the members of the public about what is happening. And to you, YouTube, I appreciate you for creating this wonderful platform that we are using to disseminate information. At the same time, I put a disclaimer that here in Linda's TV show, we do not promote violence, we do not promote hate speech, we do not promote misleading information. Rather, we are here to educate, inform the members of the public, and also to remind YouTube that a call for self-determination is never a call for war. Every country in the world have this.
Just as you know, my name is Oyemo Kanebi, and my work is to see Igbo come together as one big family. Now, those Igbos who find themselves in Kogi, the Igbos that find themselves in Benue, those that were opportune, or let me say privileged, or unfortunate, that were fortunate to be part of Edo State, and the ones who are in Delta State and the ones who are in Anambra, the ones who are in River State, Enugu, Ebonyi, Abia, Cross River, and so on and so forth, no one is more Igbo than other. But one thing we fail to understand is that we think we know it all. We have allowed civilization to actually catch us. We have allowed civilization to put us in a state of not knowing what to do. Because permit me to tell you that the reason and purpose of state creation is actually to expand development, to bring development. But in our own account, state creation has actually stand as a point of division to you and I. And that is why most of you guys who feel you are in Delta State and someone come up and tell you are Niger Delta, you want to tell me you are Niger Delta. Let me tell you, you can never be older than your origin. You have been before the creation of the state where you find yourself. That is number one point you must know. You have been before the creation of the local government where you find yourself. You have been before the creation of the region that you find yourself. Now, how can you be of that region that you are older than? So if we want to begin to check who we are, we must look from the beginning, the foundation, the beginning point, the starting point. Before the state creation, who are we? Before the state creation, now allowing states to be a definition point of your origin simply means you know nothing about yourself. Because the truth is that before the state creation, you have been. Okay, if that should be, if we want to use state creation to begin to define our identity, I should be saying today that I'm a Benden. Because before Delta State, before the word Delta, before the word Niger, we have been Bender. And let me ask you, before the word Bender State, who are we? Who are you? So you should understand that the purpose of state creation is not to divide you, is not to separate you from your siblings or from your relative. The purpose of state creation politically is to actually expand development. Government was actually trying to get to a certain point to reach out to people in the rural area, in the remote area, and that is the reason of creating state and local government. And if you are asked who are you and you said I am an Anambarian, it simply means you don't know who you are, because before you becoming an Anambarian, you are somebody. So who are you? This is the question I am asking most of you who always take pride in defining themselves as in the Delta. I'm from Delta, I'm Niger Delta. As in the Anambra, I'm an Anambarian. As in the Enugu, I'm Moye Enugu. Before the state creation, who are you? So when you want to cast stone on somebody, calling somebody Oya Bakeleke, before the state creation, who is that person? Because I know that Ebonyi State is just how many years old? How many years old? Imo State, Enugu State, and so on and so forth, and all that, both Delta State, and so on and so forth. So before the state creation, who are you? Let us begin to check it, and let us begin to look at some of the things that actually happened that brought us to this point where we are now trying to create a new face of Igbo land, a new face of Igbo nation. Trying to rebuild ourselves together because we know that we are not of what people say we are. Our genuinity is actually, in our unity. You can't take it away from us. You cannot take it away from us. You cannot take it away from us because our unity, that is where our strength lies. Our strength lies in our unity. Our strength lies in our unity. In every aspect of life. If we want to build, then I will always want to point out some facts to you when I'm talking. Now, you that is, sponsoring division among brothers and siblings, wanting the Igbo nation to remain divided the way our enemies has actually succeeded doing it. Ask yourself this question. What is that thing that is giving the Northerners the power to rule the country where we have more knowledgeable, skilled, qualified men? Now, we want to look at qualification in terms of governance. You should agree with me that the West and the South and the East are more educated than the North. But today, the North seems to be at the top of the hem of the governance as far as Nigeria is concerned. Now, that is to tell you that leadership strength is not all about how much English you know how to speak. It's not all about your qualification. Yes, it's not all about how much English you can speak, but it's all about how well organized your people and you can be. Look at the Northerners. Irrespective of their different dialect and language in the North, they see themselves to be one when it comes to national issue. TVs have their language, and in their language they have dialect. The Hausas have their language, and in their language they have dialect. The Fulanis have their language, and in their language they have dialect. And that is why when you see some Fulani, they will tell you they are Hausa Fulani. This one, they will tell you they are Hausa TV, and so on and so forth. But yet, they never allowed state creation. They never allowed that which they see not to be too close among them to divide them. They believe that they are one. And that is why when you ask any of them, they tell you I'm an Hausa. Both the Fulanis claim to be Hausas. Both the TVs claim to be Hausas. Both the Hausas, all of them believe that they are Hausas. And once they are fighting for something, they fight with unity. And that is where their strength lies. The Hausas or the Northerners having the upper share of Nigeria whatsoever is because of how united they are. It is not because they are more knowledgeable. It is not because they went to school more than any other region in Nigeria. Their power in ruling Nigeria today is traceable to that unity. Because there is force in unity. Of course, there is force in unity. There is huge force in unity. So when we begin to talk about what unity can offer, people with shallow mind will begin to say, what is this guy saying? What are you saying? You are looking for somebody that you want to rule. You are looking for somebody you want to own. You want to take over people's land. It is not possible. Nobody can take what belongs to you. There are laws of the land that gives you rights over whatsoever that is within you. There are laws of the land that forbid whosoever to encroach into your personal right. So when you have this understanding, you should know that your right remains your right as a person, and nobody is looking or finding his way into your right to come and fight or take what does not belong to him or her. But we fail to understand as a people that what we are suffering today is traceable to this division that is in us. It's traceable to the division that is in us. So what am I trying to say in essence? What I'm trying to say in essence is that you guys should understand and join hands with us to see that Ndi Igbo niile come together as one family. We have a lot that we have lost to division. I'm coming.
Thank you so much for sticking to this video to the end. Like I said before, now it's time for us to go to the comment section to air our mind and our opinion. Say what you think about this video and this platform. Do it constructively. Share this video, like, subscribe, and also continue to watch Linda's TV show, because this is the home of news. Until I see you again in my next video, remain blessed. For now, I would say bye-bye.